Wow. I got a perfect fountain coming out of my ponytail. I love that. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you for my fantastic ponytail. Hello, Collective. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel. My name is Patience. I'm your high sensitive spirit medium, psychic intuitive, host of Spirit News on Spotify, where we teach you about your non-physicalness. I'm here with another Spirit Speaks. We're doing psychic development, collective detective read. And here, that's where we do psychic development. In our TikTok, we do our ascension process. Okay. So we got another one. We got 5, horrific, and Diane. And then we had some other words like morgue, passion, dark that I couldn't put in there, but were intriguing as well. And I get the name Diane a lot, and it always comes with a bunch of things. So it's hard to catch it at the front because it goes so fast when they start saying the words. But I got a little something. Okay, so we're going to do that. First, let's read. I've opened the Bible up, okay, to get a vibe, to see what we're going to talk about with Diane and or whoever this is. And I got a meme card. When you see an adult bowling with the bumpers up, so someone who perhaps maybe isn't adulting very well. There we go. Someone who's not adulting very well, okay? They're adulting, but they're a child. Spirit says prisoner. Can you guys hear Spirit? Let me turn it up a little. When it's too loud.
Died in fire.
There we go. I think that's good. Okay, so I opened up to a message to Baruch and oracles against the nations, Jeremiah 45, okay, against the Philistines. The word that Jeremiah the prophet spoke to Baruch, son of Neriah, when he wrote on a scroll words from Jeremiah's own mouth in the 4th year of Jeroboam, son of Josiah, king of Judah. Thus says the Lord, God of Israel, to you. You said, woe is me! The Lord has added grief to my pain. I have worn myself out with groaning. Rest eludes me. So someone could possibly be texting saying, I'm in pain. There's more grief in my life. It's not stopping. I've worn myself out, and I haven't slept. You must say this to him. Thus says the Lord. What I have built, I'm tearing down. What I have planted, I'm uprooting all this land. And do you seek great things for yourself? So someone wants to ask you information, and they want to say that they're stopping what they're doing, but then they want to ask you what you're doing. Do you seek great things for yourself? Are you still doing all those good things for yourself? Do not seek them. Someone wants to come forward and tell you not to do something that is good. I'm bringing evil on all flesh, oracle of the Lord, but I will grant you your life as spoils of war wherever you may go.
Cross.
So someone wants to send a message to an oracle to tell them to stop doing great things for themselves because it's making them have problems or something. What I have built, I'm tearing down because of something they started that they have to stop doing now. Confirmation. And then oracles against the nations. The word of the Lord God came to Jeremiah the prophet concerning the nations. Prepare buckler and shield. Move forward to battle. Harness the horses, charioteers, mount up. Fall in with helmets on. Polish your spears, put on your armor. What do I see? Are they panicking, falling apart? Their warriors are hammered back. They flee headlong, never making a stand. Terror on every side. Oracle of the Lord. So someone came at you with great force, and you had to get prepared. You had to prepare your buckler and shield and move forward to battle because you're an oracle of the Lord. So whatever you were doing was for God. and they didn't like it. Confirmation.
Cheer.
Cheer. Woo! Spirit says cheer. Spirit says cheer that you're an oracle of the Lord. Terror on every side. The swift cannot flee, nor the warrior escape. There up north on the banks of the Euphrates, they stumble and fall. Who is this? Like the Nile, it rears up. Like rivers, its waters surge. So someone tried to come against an oracle of the Lord and then had to stop what they were doing because the oracle decided to prepare their buckler and shield and move forward. Hey, Jacoby. Oh, thank you so much. It'll be a magical day for us all because everything works out for us and we're truly favored and highly blessed. I love you so much. So this says, who is this? Like the Nile, it rears up like rivers. So whoever's coming against you keeps rearing their ugly head towards you, trying to come forward, but they keep on getting torn down. And I'm tearing down what I have planted. They say, woe is me. They have grief and pain, and they've worn themselves out, but yet they still keep coming forward? Or this is something they did in the past. Egypt rears up. Yes, thank you, Spirit. I will rear up, it says, and cover the earth, destroying the city and its people. Forward horses, charge chariots, march forth warriors, Cush and Put, bearing shields, archers and lead, stretching bows. Today belongs to the Lord God of hosts, a day of vengeance on his foes. So this oracle got tired of, God said, go ahead, gave them the okay to defend themselves, clearly, because these people wouldn't stop coming up against this oracle. The sword devours and is sated, drunk with their blood. Oh, damn. For the Lord God of hosts holds a sacrifice in the land of the north of the. I think they had to be sacrificed as an example because they wouldn't stop coming against an oracle. And even though Maria could be significant, and even though they were tired and woe is me, they kept pretending to. I am bringing evil on all flesh. They were evil.
Scott.
Okay. But the oracle was given the okay by God to go into battle. And just that's metaphorically, because clearly that was from a long time ago. But so something about a text message or something on the internet or some kind of messages that were being sent out to everybody.
Disagree.
No, not a message. Or something, some kind of action at least. I was saying maybe a text message because it said that they wrote a letter, but maybe that part's not for it. Okay, then I opened the dream book to tell me more, and I got the meme. When you get a text saying, call me. Hey, Zahara. Hi, honey. When you get a text saying, call me. Don't you hate that? Like, why don't you just call me? Why do I have to get a text from you to call me? Why don't you just call, leave a message, and then I'll call you back? I hate when people do that. So when people do that, it's usually because...
Note to all.
Yeah. Spirit says no to all. Don't answer any. Not calling you back. We're not going to have your messages come through. Because it's usually going to be something bad. Like, why am I going to call to hear something bad? So I opened it to humans and archetypes, and it says performing but unprepared, which goes with the Bible passage. There are several variations having to take a test for which you haven't studied. Having to give a demonstration on unfamiliar subject, or being on stage but not knowing your lines. The dream usually occurs at a stressful time when you feel you're being tested and may be found wanting. If it's a physical test, you are facing some sort of active challenge in waking life. If an exam, it is an intellectual test. this person's being tested by God to see what they do in this situation, because they keep on coming up against an oracle of the Lord, and God has chosen them to be an oracle. And so you can't do that. You just can't do that, because they've been chosen by God to be a messenger of some kind, which means they have an important mission here on earth. That's what that means. If they're divine, everyone can be divinely protected, but you have to do this to be an oracle or a prophet, or those are just old words for people who believe in God and who do God's work, like a preacher or a doctor. You could be a doctor, you could be a counselor. Like, you don't have to be psychic, but an oracle is the same as a prayer. It's the same word as a prayer in another language. So a messenger, some kind of messenger of God. They keep coming up.
Incorrect.
Incorrect about coming up against them. Okay, gotcha. Okay. I'm getting a lot of disagrees and incorrects, but no to all. I think they're just saying that, no, you can't do that. That's a no-no. That's like a big no-no, and they keep doing it, and it's not working. So every time they try it, it's not working. So that leads to being lost. That leads to being lost or trapped. Being lost or trapped. Helplessness and panic are understandably common feelings in such a dream, which is usually a straightforward symbol of how you feel in waking life. Lost and not knowing how to find your way back on the path, or trapped in circumstances from which you cannot escape. Are there any people or symbols that may help you escape? So this person feels trapped and lost by their actions for coming up against one of God's messengers, and they don't know how to get back, but they're starting to understand that nothing works. And they were unprepared for this. Maybe they've done this before to people. Maybe this is like a performance or something they perform that usually doesn't present a challenge. It usually goes pretty smoothly the way they want. But now they're being tested, and it's creating a stressful time for them, because I guess they've done this a lot before, and it's never not worked. So now that it's not working after all these times they've done whatever they've done, I don't know yet. Now they feel lost and trapped, and being attacked is the last one. It's not surprising that this has been a common dream throughout this person's history, being attacked. Today, the attacker is more likely to be another human, but the fear of attack by a large animal remains in our subconscious. Is your mind reliving the freezing fear and helplessness associated with the attack? Are you vulnerable and defenseless in waking life? This person has no protection. This person's been attacking someone else who's an oracle of God, and they've never done. I don't think they've ever came across someone who has such high spiritual ranking. And so they do something over and over again to people that usually works to create a stressful time for them or something, and to keep them lost or trapped, and to have them be attacked in some way. But now it's happening to them. Agree. Yay. But now it's happening to them. And they're unprepared for this because it's never happened. I don't think they've ever come up against someone with high spiritual ranking before. And that just means that someone's cleared their field enough to be a conduit to God, to be a messenger, to literally get the messages straight from source, to be able to process their emotions and be balanced. And anybody can do it. It's not something that's relegated to just certain people. Anybody, it's the whole point of coming here, to clear your field, to remember who you are. Okay, got it. God, I also have a song. Okay, ready? It's a good one. I can only play a little bit, but I like it. It's called Teardrops by Liam Payne. Okay. So it says, it's a total pop song. I have it on the pop playlist on random. Teardrops are falling down your face again because I don't know how to love you when I am broken too. Oh, yeah, this person's been doing something for a long time, and it's kind of like taken their passion away or something. It's taken away it's made them codependent on something they do all the time. And it makes them, it's not love though, it's something opposite of love. So they've been doing it for so long, but it's like, how do they function now that someone they've done it to, it's finally not working and it's actually going back to them? So they're actually feeling exactly what they tried to do. I'm getting teardrops are falling down your face again because I don't know how to love you when I am broken too. Maybe your words make sense. Maybe your words make sense. Or a messenger of God, an oracle. They must be listening to you somehow. You must be a speaker or something. I could be the problem. I'm so sorry. Oh, they're sorry. They're realizing that maybe they're the problem. I know we could just be friends, but I don't know. I don't know when we come down from this softly. Checking on my phone, trying to see what I did last night. Oh, maybe that's what they kept looking at. They keep looking to see if something's working, or maybe to see if you message them. I don't know yet. Baby, I'm hating on myself because I hate it when I make you cry. So this person's actually feeling empathy for they're actually seeing their actions. They're actually seeing their actions have a consequence that is not fun. Teardrops are falling down your face again because I don't know how to love you when I'm so broken too. Teardrops are falling. I'll make you love me again, but I don't know how to love you when I'm broken too. All we do is wake in bed. I'm struggling to see the sunrise lately. Yeah, they said, woe is me. I'm so tired. Tired of doing whatever it is they keep doing. It's like coming back to them. Really wish that I could make all the little things that make you crazy. Really wish that I could make all the little things that make you crazy. Checking all my friends, trying to see what I did last night. Checking all my friends. Lately, I'm hating on myself because I hate it when I make you cry. So they're trying to see if you're upset. They're purposely trying to make you upset and then checking. You must have social media, because otherwise how could they check you unless they're like stalking you or something. Checking all my friends, they're like gang stalking you. They're asking all their friends to look you up and see what you're doing. This kind of sounds like a swan song, or this kind of feels like crocodile tears in a way. Like, I don't know yet, but they could possibly just be coming in to say, oh, I'm so sorry that I did this to you, and yada yada. But then, like, turn around and do something to make you cry or something like that. We'll see the data, but I hope they are sorry for whatever they did. But I don't know. It doesn't feel like they're sorry. And they're very tired. Excuse me, because I'm not tired. I slept so fantastical, and I had a very strange dream. My dream had a woman, and she was in a really nice house, and she was an entrepreneur. She had her own business, and she was a little petite blonde woman, like late 40s, early 50s. She had one child, a daughter, and she came home from her business, which was a very lucrative business. She lives out by water, and she has a big house. Like, her backyard is like a lake or something. And she comes home and sees like a really young girl who's one of her workers, like half naked, and her husband's on the couch with TV on and there's rappers everywhere. Like, he's just a bum. And she came in very naively and was like, oh, hey guys, just upbeat, happy from her happy job. And it's like, she really trusted her husband and this person, and she never in a million years thought they would cheat with each other. But clearly, if you were someone else and not her with her rose-colored glasses on, which this is the color of rose. Oh, you can't see it. It's a rose color. That's funny. She had like blinders on, and I was with her. I don't know if I was me or if I was like someone else in someone else's dream looking through someone's eyes, but I was like, you don't see what's going on here? She's like, what do you mean? And I'm like, this girl's half naked and your husband has his pants covered in his crotch. They're probably sleeping together. And then she was like, you think so? And I'm like, you need to kick them out of your house. And she's like, she's just stood there for a minute, and I think I saw like her thoughts and how she was thinking of all the times where this person came over and you know who it was? It was Kira, or what's her name? I want to say Kira Knightley, but I don't think that's her name. She's from Trolls. She's the voice of Poppy. It was her, a really petite girl, skinny little thing. And so I went in there and I was like, she was like thinking of all the ways that he could have been cheating with this person and other people. And I was like, you get your shit and get out of here. She's like, really? And then the lady's husband's like, wow, really? And then I was like, yeah. And then she finally came in and she's like, get the hell out of here. And she's like, it's obvious you're cheating. And he's like, how did you see it? How did you see? They were like shocked that she finally like realized. It's like they took her trust and kindness as some kind of way to like fool her or something, but really they're the fools because they had someone good and trusting that had a good job, that had a foundation, and they took that person's kindness for a weakness and took advantage of it and thought her trust was just her stupidity. But really, you're supposed to trust people, right? When you're in a relationship, you're supposed to trust people. And when you give your trust to someone, you trust them until they give you a reason not to. And if it's not like super obvious, why would someone who trusts you go out of their way to not trust you? That's a projection. So that means that those people that always assume that kindness is stupidity or trust is stupidity, it's because they are untrustworthy, because that's what you're supposed to do when you meet people. You're supposed to trust people. So I don't know if that will come up with in the read, but it was definitely cleanse. It was definitely a dream that stood out, and I still am thinking about it. So I just emptied it out here. So it says cleanse. So I'll do what Spirit says. But the little lady in my dream was so cute. She had some really lucrative business that was successful. And she just had like people, and then her little girl was like, she was supposed to be being watched by the dad who's really cheating all the time. So she wasn't really being watched by the dad. Here you go, collective. Okay, let's get this party started. Let's get this party started. Let's get this party started. All right, so we know that this person is in regret or says they are. Let's see if it's true. Let's do some Alice in Wonderland. All right. Thank you so much, Spirit, for being here with us. Please, mood. It's a mood. It's a vibe. Alrighty. so much, Spirit, for being with us. Please continue giving us the messages so we can get a higher perspective of our linear view. Spirit news. That's what we do on Spirit News. Higher perspectives of linear views. I don't know. I'll come up with a fancy way to say it someday. All right, Spirit, tell us the current situation. What's the current energy of this person? What's the current energy? These cards are almost worn in enough for them to be a little more pliable, but they're so freaking big. My hand can't even... Is it the chair? I did put the chair down a little. Let me see. Okay. That is better. Thank you. Spirit's the best. I freaking love you, Spirit. Oh, I just caught it with my knees. Happy day. Okay, current mood. Keep your temper. So someone is angry. This seems to be the color of the day. So this person's angry. They're upset. They aren't able to keep their temper. They're finding it hard to emotionally regulate. They are... It's in reverse, but I'll let you look at it. They could possibly be working with another person, a Cheshire cat, someone who's a trickster, someone who's mischievous, or maybe they're the Cheshire cat. Take it as it resonates. Don't allow anger to rule you. Yeah, this person, I don't have a good feeling that they're coming in with totally true intentions. They're coming in hot. Coming in hot. Pew, 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 pew. I'm coming in hot. Pew, 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 pew. I'm coming in hot. Yeah, this person's coming in hot. Okay, so I would just let them cool down before they even approach you if you want. I mean, I don't know yet. So that's their current situation. They're angry. They can't hold their temper. They're emotional. What's the influence? Do not drink the poison. Do not do things you know are bad for you. Chilling. They keep doing whatever it is they're doing that's toxic. So they are definitely not in a place of receiving, and I don't think you should receive them in this space. They're working on some kind of toxic pattern that they've been holding, some kind of mechanism, metaphorical, of course, something they've been serving, something they've been collecting or doing a lot of, almost drowning in it, but they're not stopping. They want to try to 1920s. They want to come in and trick you. They want to act like Stefan. I thought there was another name, but there's not. And they're still with the Cheshire cat. So something that they're planning or something they're up to is the challenge. That's why they're angry. That's why they're feeling tired and angry, because
I can't hear you.
they are... Oh, you want me to turn it up? Because they are... Spirit always says wait and see to me. Because they are doing toxic things. I mean, basically, you get what you give out. You get exactly what you give out. And if this person keeps on doing these things against the oracle of the Lord, that person's divinely protected. It won't matter what you do. It's not going to work. It's just not. And I don't know why. Why don't they understand that? Why do they keep doing the same things over and over again? What's preventing them from seeing that it's not working? Nestles? Because they're comfortable? They're comfortable in toxicity? We're all mad here. As I say, they're comfortable in toxicity. They don't know any other way to be. That's what the song was saying. I don't know how to talk to you. I don't know how to love you. So I'm just going to do what I always do, which is be toxic. So they've just been toxic for their whole life. And so it's like telling a cat to be a dog. You know, like the cat is a cat and it's been a cat its whole life. It's never not been a cat. And here you come showing the cat how to be a dog, and the cat's like, no, but I'm a cat or something, you know? Maybe it's a bad analogy. But that is the immediate past, or no, that is the basis of the situation. Everyone's a little different. Yeah, they couldn't accept that you were different and they're mad. And so you didn't fit the peg for them. So they feel like they have to attack you for some reason.
Look around.
They don't have the ability to look at themselves. All they do is look around, which is so funny because these two are looking, you know, she's looking up, he's looking to the side. So definitely people who aren't able to look at themselves, they have to, if you don't, it's kind of like, it kind of feels like high school with cliques. And, you know, everybody has the table they sit at. There's like the emo table. There's the like athlete table. There's like the stoner table. There's the academic table. You know, these people are living in high school. They haven't grown. They haven't changed. They haven't evolved spiritually or emotionally or mentally. They need you to fit their world, otherwise their world falls apart, because we're all mad here. There might be literally mentally ill. They're mentally ill. Okay, what is the immediate past? What just happened that sparked this? What just happened that sparked this? Who in the world are you? Getting to know the new you. So, collective, I'm getting that there's an egg in the hand. An egg signifies change or a birth of something new.
Most likely.
Oh, thank you, Spirit. Most likely. And look, there's like two crazy frogs in the background dancing around, and you're watching them like, what the hell are you doing? And they're watching you like, we're gonna get you, my pretty, and your little egg too. They're like wicked witches. They view your growth or your change as slugs coming out of eggs. They don't view it as a good thing. You transformed in some way, you changed in some way, and they don't like it. They're like, who are you? That's what the song was saying. I don't know how to love you. I don't know how to talk to you, because you don't operate in toxicity. They do. And so you're a balanced, healthy person mentally, and you're an oracle of God. You would have to have a clear field of 144,000 hertz to be a clear channel for God, which means you're balanced emotionally, spiritually, mentally, physically. You changed into someone who became closer to God. You have some relationship with God, with spirit, and they don't. And you did it quickly. Spirit says you did it quickly, and they're wondering how's it possible. They think that you're faking it. I want to say it killed them. It killed them to see you change, because I think they may be older than you, and it killed them to see you change because it happened. You changed so quickly at a young age or something. Is this jealous old women or something? You threaten their existence. You threaten their existence because of the way that they are. It's under the toxic card. It's under this card. Because they're like this and you're just over here minding your business. So they don't know how else to act. They've always acted in toxicity. They expect you to act the way they do, but you don't. This is thoughts regarding the situation. Choices in reverse. Feeling blocked, restrained. This person thinks they don't have any other choice. They don't have any other choice but to attack you. Bar room. Bar room? We just did a reading about the bar room. These people are fighting. There's fighting. I see like a meeting of people and they're fighting. They're all blocked and restrained. And they're discussing their options, I guess, or choices. The card is choices. But they feel like they don't have a choice but to do this. Why? Why do they feel that way? Greet someone at big box store. Because they've put themselves in a box. They can't see a bigger picture. They need someone to help greet them. They need someone to help bring them to a bigger perspective. Because they can't, they're drowning in their own perspective, but they can't seem to see past it. It's kind of, if you watch us, you know, we talk about consciousness levels. I think these people are at a 3D level looking up. You know, we're going into the new energy of the new earth, which is 4D and 5D perspective. So people who are stuck in a 3D matrix, who are unable to see past materialism and capitalism, are unable to know the necessary steps to get out of that, because they don't have anyone in their environment that actually knows how to do it or is aware that it needs to be done. And you are the only person they know that threatens their old way of being. These people are hanging on to their old thought forms tooth and nail because they're so scared of change, because they're all mad here. Everyone's a little different. You're too different for them. You scare them because you don't operate the way they do. So these must be older people, because they're like, well, how else would I even operate if this isn't the right way to operate? They just thought everyone operates this way with toxicity, because that's how they grew up, in a toxic environment. So they need someone, so they think they don't have a choice because they can't see. It's literally like looking up at the roof and you can't see past the roof, but if a contractor came or an alien came and put a portal there, they put a portal there to make it invisible so you could see through it. Or a contractor would cut a hole in the ceiling so we could run a wire through, and then you climb up the wire slowly, and then now you can start slowly at getting acclimated to 4D and reality. Oh, it has to happen in the body first. Or wait, what do you mean by chemistry? Like, I gotcha. So
telephone.
I gotcha. Just like we don't have telephones anymore, these people have they have a telephone way of existence, you know, where they're like analog over here. They're like, doo, doo, doo. They're like rotary phone. Hello, where are you?
Traffic.
They're stuck in traffic when it comes to their ascension process, because they're so scared they don't know how to operate through their heart. They don't know how to operate through their heart chakra because they haven't healed their wounds. There's wounds they have to heal. The way that you get through traffic, the way you get through traffic when you are in a 3D matrix is you have to look at those knee-jerk reactions. When something makes you angry, when something makes you have an emotion that you don't like feeling, depression, anxiety, all those, it will most likely stem from a thought you're having or an action that you took made, or somebody triggers you by their actions. That's a way for you to clear your field. You take that reaction you have, like, I'll give my own example. Okay, so my ex-husband was a big help to my ascension process in a quick time because of his abuse and his emotional, physical, mental abuse. And
Probably
so,
not.
well, I'm just using it as an example.
Olivia.
I'm not saying everyone's going through that, but this is just how I did it, and that's the only way I can speak through it. And so, whoa, Spirit said they probably won't do it, but there's other people who might do it. So I'm just gonna say. So every time my feelings got hurt by things they said or did, I started to realize that they weren't gonna stop doing that. And so then it made me realize, well, if they're not gonna stop doing it, then the only thing I can control is the way I react to it. And I just started not caring, and I started working on my self-care, healing those wounds till it got to a point where it didn't bother me anymore, because I realized that my reaction had to do with my insecurities about things as a child, like my insecurities that my mother gave me or other family members, that had to do with my self-worth. If I know that I'm worthy, and I know that everything's going to be okay, then those things that they was saying to me can't actually hurt me unless I let them. It became like a switching of the power dynamic. People who are toxic use toxicity to get emotional reactions out of people because they're hurting, because they subconsciously want to see other people hurt, or they have things that
9:00.
they're scared of people knowing about,
Suffocate.
or the actions they've taken they don't want to be judged on. And so it's all a projection. And so I realized that very soon. I caught on really quick. It was a pattern that kept happening over and over again. And so I realized that it's not him making me feel this way, it's me allowing him to make me feel this way. So I took my power back, essentially. That's kind of that's my example. It could be various ways and scenarios, and it's never like, it's a destination, not a journey. So it's continuous, new levels, new devils. But these people have done things or have experienced things that they don't want to look at, and that gives them traffic. It gives them energetic traffic to the ascension process that is inevitable. It's going to happen no matter what, because you can't stop the planet from going closer to the sun. Because as I say, that clock time comes out in reverse. So this is what's about to happen in the immediate future. They're going to run out of time. Time, pressure, and a rush. They're going to run out of time. They're going to, I don't know why there's a time limit. I know there's not a time limit for ascension, but there may be something that they're waiting for. What are they waiting for? Why is there a time limit? Tell your significant other that you lost your job.
Miracle.
Oh, shit. They're trying to do something before their significant other finds out they lost their job. Write a telemarketing message. Didn't I say there's some kind of message coming? That's what they think, that by writing you a telemarketing message about how sorry they are and they're going to stop, will stop them from losing their job or losing whatever they're losing by coming against you. But it's not true. What they're going through is a direct consequence of their actions. It's not anything that you're doing or that you can stop, because you're not doing anything. It's their own actions that are doing it. But I don't think they're, because of their 3D perception, they don't
13,
understand that they are doing it to themselves by continuing toxic actions against you. Yep. And so they think that by coming in being fake, that's going to fix everything, but that's the problem. You're not coming in with sincerity, and God sees that. God sees everything. You're coming to an oracle of the Lord without sincerity, only to save your own ass because you think it's going to save you. So you're being fake to get saved. You see what I'm saying? It's like, not, you have to come in with genuineness, with sincerity, with authenticity, that you're actually sorry, but this person's not sorry, so they can't do that. Explain life on Earth to aliens. These people just don't get it. They don't get heart. They don't get the heart. They don't have compassion. They don't have empathy. They're cold-hearted. They've been living in their root chakra for so long that they think that's reality, and so they just don't know how to be any other way. Write the plot for a Christmas movie. Aww. Like Miracle on 34th Street. Ah, crying. Spirit wants these people to see the error of their ways so they can start their ascension process. They want, Spirit never says no. It's us who say no. And Spirit always says yes. But these people don't see that. They don't believe in Spirit. They don't.
Ghost there.
Not ghosts there. They're like ghosts. They're like
Soul.
Yeah, everybody has a soul. Where do you think it comes from? These people are so sure that God doesn't exist or something. But they're coming up against
Many spirits.
but many spirits think that. But they're coming up against a messenger of God who is showing them time and time again, I'm here. What more can I do? It's like these people need it like stamped on their forehead or something. It's weird. Apologize to someone for crashing into their house. Yeah, time's up. It's time to apologize. That's how you, with a sincere apology, with one that's sincere and authentic from the heart space, to actually admit that you're wrong. It goes like this. Watch. Hey, I want to tell you something, and you're not going to like it, but just let me speak, because I really have to get this off my chest, because I want to start healing. Okay, sure. It sounds scary, but okay. I did a lot of things to you that you would consider cruel and unusual, and I don't know why I did it,
Haunted item.
but I want you to know I'm really sorry, because even though I did all that, now in the end I realized that it was the wrong thing to do.
In
Okay.
your sleep.
It's like, what do you think's gonna happen when you admit that you're wrong? It's like they think their whole world's gonna fall apart or something. That's the whole part of the healing process, is taking accountability for your actions, that you're not right all the time, that you're not an expert, that sometimes we're wrong. Everybody is. Even me, I'm wrong all the time. You got locked in your favorite store at night. What do you do? Yeah, something at night. And the dream book said they stay up late at night. They can't sleep. They can't sleep at night thinking about this because they're in some kind of lockdown or something, some kind of mental prison. Boyfriend. Oh, they. Oh shit. Maybe that's.
Two spirits.
This person could be cheating on their husband, and that's why they don't want you to keep giving your messages, because they don't want you to reveal that they've been cheating on their husband. How would you survive an apocalypse? Because their husband is the breadwinner. Their husband is the breadwinner, but they've been cheating on him. So how can they survive without, well, why were you cheating on your husband? Oh, jeez. Anthony. That's why they don't want you to speak, because they don't want you to reveal that they're cheating on their husband. Spirit said Anthony. Describe the Roman Empire, because they're tyrants. They want to have a iron fist rule. They want to rule with an iron fist, like a freaking tyrant. They probably rule their husband with an iron fist, and they say all these things, but then in the end, they're the ones cheating on them. Disaster. The tagline for a new restaurant is. The tagline for a new restaurant is, no restaurants for a while. I'm going to be sitting at a desk job all day long to pay your bills. Because this person wanted to rule everything. They wanted to control everything when they're the ones who are fucking up. They wanted to keep it a secret. Write the plot for a love movie or book. I got a Christmas movie and a love movie. Spirit always says love is the key. If this person had just been honest from the beginning that they don't love their significant other, they married their significant other for, hey Murphy, I know you want attention. I'll give you a little right now. I know. I thank you for making your letters not capital this time. Okay. I prayed for you, so I know it's helping. All right, honey. So if they had just been honest from the beginning and told, and not married for money, and actually found someone they loved, they wouldn't have put everyone through hell, all because they didn't want their secret to come out that they are the ones who are actually cheating. Wow. Oh, so sad. Write a letter to your job as to why you're leaving. Write a note to your crush. I have three things about writing a note or letter. So this person plans on writing some kind of Dear John letter. Maybe they're going to escape before 1920s. They're going to make a run for it. They're going to leave a Dear John note as to why they had to leave, and they're just going to leave. Because they can't apologize to someone for crashing into your house. Apologize to someone for ruining their life. Hi, Empress Jen. Thanks for being here. I'm almost done with this reading, though. I'm sorry you came a little late. You have to rewind it. What's the most unusual thing about your friend group from college? So this person's friends actually knew that they were cheating. There were lots of people who knew. Oh my gosh. There are lots of people who knew this person was cheating, and this person chose to not tell you, or chose to not tell their person. Brenda. Tell a stranger you never want to see them again. Or they're going to break up with the Oh my God, was it a stranger they were cheating with? I don't know. Tell a stranger you never want to see them again. It's like they barely even know you. It's like they were so quick to judge you because you're psychic, an oracle of the Lord. They didn't want you to reveal their secrets because they had secrets, and they automatically assumed they don't even know you that you would know their secrets. That's a misconception about psychics, you guys. I don't know your secrets. I can't even, that's not the way psychic, it's not the way it works. I'm reading cards for people who have bend people's will and who allow me to read them in the collective. But that's it. There are people who abuse divination, and the people who are afraid of psychics are the people who would abuse divination. I don't do that. But maybe they're afraid that this oracle would. And so they set out on a mission to destroy them just so their secret of cheating wouldn't get out to their husband or lover or whoever. Take it as it resonates. Write an ad for a useless piece of trash. Spirit says this person's a useless piece of trash. I think because Spirit gave them so many chances to do the right thing, and they kept choosing. They kept choosing to denigrate. They wouldn't get it. They couldn't get it. They were so concerned with keeping their fake little life that they didn't realize their fake little life is what keeps them unhappy to begin with. It's not this oracle. This oracle made them realize that they were fucking up, but they didn't see it as a way to stop it. They saw it like, I have to keep it going, you know? Write a jingle for a shoe store. They're going to be like Al Bundy, working at a shoe store for the rest of their life because of what they've done. What did they do that, like, obviously come against you, but like, in what way? Let's see. I feel bad for these people. If they would have just been honest from the beginning with themselves, you can't marry people for money and then go cheat on them and then get mad when when it's gonna come out that you're cheating. Like, that's your own fault. It has nothing to do with this oracle. The oracle didn't even know. Venus love, upside down, reversed. Oh my God. So what they did to you was devalue you. They indulged tastelessly against your value, against your attraction and your adoration. They indulged with messing with your money, with your romance, with how you receive, with your beauty, with your harmony. They literally, and there's a moon. There's a moon here. With your intuition. They basically tried to create blockages on everything that would make you happy. All because they didn't want anyone to know that they've been cheating on their husband. Wow. Mercury communication in reverse. All these cards are in reverse. They used words and thoughts to change people's perception, to make them wonder about your smarts and ideas and your visions. They basically spread rumors about you. Knocking on door. They spread rumors about you and misinformation about you, so people who came across you, who had awareness of you, would think that you weren't smart or that your ideas were trash. They were trying to change people's perception that you weren't amused, that you weren't someone who is perceptive, because they didn't want you to tell their secret. But you wouldn't even have told it to begin with, because you wouldn't even have known it until now that I'm telling it. And I'm not even the oracle. Hey Marge, what up, boo? I hope everyone has a beautiful day today. I thank you all for coming here. I love you so much. I'm so grateful for you. Well, let's get a last card to see how it's going to end for them, okay? Oh, that popped out. Cancer, the doula. The doula. Well, this person's being nostalgic now. They're being sentimental. They could be being slightly moody and defensive. They're realizing that they should have had more feeling. They should have been more protective. They should have cared about themselves a little more, because if they cared less about money and more about happiness, they could have just found someone that made them happy and actually been happy. But instead, they chose to marry someone for money and wasn't happy with them and was cheating. And you came along and became psychic all of a sudden, and an oracle of God, a messenger of God, and they made an assumption that you were going to know their secrets. And people with guilt and shame will often assume this about psychics, and it's just not true. Mystery at the top. You are still a mystery to me. It's not like I walk around knowing, everybody's things, and that's a misconception about a psychic. That is just your own guilt and shame projecting onto somebody. If this person, oh shit, this person might have been in the occult.
Correct.
Spirit said correct. So they had a lot of secrets they didn't want you to find out about. They had a lot of secrets about them being in the occult, about them cheating, a lot of secrets they didn't want you to know. But if they had just been honest from the start with themselves, they would have seen that you have no control over that. How can this person unfuck themselves? How can this person unfuck themselves? What you believe is for you. The truth, the granite foundation of how you engage with your life, your all-encompassing view. Contrary to popular myth, you are not guided by your view. You are imprisoned by it. And your view is the one thing you'll fight tooth and nail for, even when it's bullshit and destroying your finances, your health, your family, career, or your relationships. This person's belief system is ruining their life because they can't be flexible to someone else's. Well, I hope this helps. Love you guys. See you next one.